Let's open up the public ledger, open up the public journal of resilience, the blockchain of resilience, where we get to make a transaction that cannot be corrupted or duplicated. We can share this openly without any corruption, without any concern for it being taken away from us. We are sharing this idea about resilience that I am proposing to you is where we have in common from the base of positive and love and yes, instead of looking at on the outskirts and the margins of how we can compete with each other. There is no competition. Like the car maker Porsche said, there is no substitute. I'm saying there is no substitute for you or for me in this conversation. We are the principals in this conversation, and it's not meant to gain or acquire more. It's for me to share my best with you today, and hopefully you to share your best with me today. Either way, this present moment is the best we can only ever have. Like I said before in other episodes, I guarantee to change your perspective on this present moment. Today's topic is called open carry. Now, I'm not a weapons kind of guy. I did my time as far as carrying weapons and whatever that were meant to, pretty much destroy things. But I understand the concealed thing is a big deal and open carry on weapons and guns. But today's topic, as you know by now, is not about anything about violence or aggression. I'm talking about the open carry of limited secrets and promises to yourself, then to others. At least as a starting point for today's moment of resilience. How about this? How do you carry yourself? Are you clustered and flustered and confused and covered by stuff and then more stuff? Most of it that you carry is your own, of course. But have you also acquired more things to cover and distract you from your essence? Because usually that's what we carry openly. The extra stuff. The stuff for people to look at and marvel over to appease temporarily our ego and fear, our vanity, our arrogance. Our ego against the truth of our true nature. Our vanity of how important our facade and dressed up image must have priority over our naked and honest self. In that singular personal mirror that we tend to avoid, at least I do, that mirror doesn't lie to me. It tells me the truth. Even in a reverse image, I tend to avoid it because it's right there. Yeah, too fat. Yeah, too gray. Yeah, too this, too much, whatever. But to ignore it doesn't make it go away. Thus, the arrogance over our waning and sketchy courage in our moment-to-moment existence. That's what I do. Just letting you know. But that courage is already on board and comes with the original equipment manufactured invoice that I haven't settled with the creator, the master manufacturer. So I'm just suggesting to myself and to you to openly carry and present and produce from the essence, from the true and solid infrastructure that is weighed down with the extra baggage. Just because you can carry more shit doesn't mean it makes you any more important or essential to this world. Maybe just openly carry and present and produce forth the absolute understanding of you and your purpose. Maybe that's a way to, as I said before, I've mentioned doing your best each day. And again, that best depends upon the quality and sometimes can be affected by the conditions, your mood, but your best is all you have right now in this moment. I'm asking you to conduct yourself in that way. Openly carry your best every day. Just as an observation, it's in some ways, I'm asking you to do that introspective view of yourself, not to assess where you have failed or not been as successful as before. And right there is the common fallacy, to compete with you now versus you before. And even worse, comparing you to tomorrow or next month or your next birthday. Why? As I mentioned kind of in a funny way, that there is no substitute for you. I was mentioning even my appreciation for that car, the Porsche. That statement about there is no substitute, I took that statement and put it personally in what I'm talking about in the book, Resilience, the Beauty of Presence, and in each and every episode. There is no substitute for you in this present moment in your life. Certainly, we can get more stuff, the more new shiny stuff to put on the mantle or on our backs or to drive it or to wear it or to eat it. Certainly, we can do all that if we have the wherewithal and some level of money in the bank. It is possible. But as I said earlier, those things can only distract you and move you further and further away from the trueness of your essence. Who you are, in my case, to be quite ugly, but in the naked way, who you are. That cannot be disputed. You can dress it up. You can put a prettier hat on or a more bold tie on or a form-fitting suit. You can do all that. It looks nice. But as I said before, those mechanics out there, when you crack that hood and check the engine, it's missing some pistons, it's missing some rings, it's missing some oil. Let's maintain the open carry and be open in how we carry ourselves. Now with new stuff, with what you were brought here with, but what you brought here with, if you go back to other episodes, even as essential as the love already inside of you, what's already been installed in you, all you gotta do is draw it out. Be aware of it. Embrace it. Go forward with it. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. It's right there with you. But accept who you are and not in competition with anybody, including yourself. Stay present. Stay current. It's always a 20.